Hey friends, I, Dr. Kapil Kakkar, psychologist and business consultant, welcomes you to my YouTube channel. Today I shall be talking to you about Mr. Mukesh Ambani and his mantra for wealth, which he recently spoke through Ken Folius. Mr. Ambani's first mantra is, money is not everything but important. He says, one should not run after money like his father Dhirubhai Ambani also said. But at the same time, he also says money needs to be taken seriously. If we are not taking money seriously, then we are in trouble. And he is right. जैसे कहा जाता है कि खाली पेट तो भजन भी नहीं होता. Similarly, if a person does not have money, he will not be able to translate his ideas, his visions into reality. So money is something we need to take seriously. We need to respect money. We need to ensure that we do not throw money without thinking. So money is something which should purely be a medium of investment. Be it investing in a relationship, be it investing in an organization, in R&D, or even in a relationship, money is very crucial. His second mantra is dream and plan for fulfillment of dream. Like he says that money is something where if we run after it is wrong, but dreams is something if we go after our dreams is definitely not wrong. And I agree with him because dreams are the genesis, they are the starting point. अगर आप सपना नहीं देख पाएंगे, अगर आप वो सोच नहीं पाएंगे तो चलना तो बहुत दूर की बात है. तो इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इट इज इम्पेरेटिव दैट वी ड्रीम ऑल द टाइम. वी नीड टू गेट ऑब्सेस्ड. जैसे साइकोलॉजी में एक वर्ड है OCD, ऑब्सेसिव कंपल्सिव डिसऑर्डर. सो दैट इज समथिंग विच इज हाईली क्रिटिकल इफ वन हैज टू रन हिज ओन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, has to become an entrepreneur. It may not be important for people who work in organizations. For them, complying with the organization dreams is enough. But if you need to do something of your own, you need to get into the groove of OCD. You need to dream. Obsessive compulsive disorder, what is called in psychology. So your dream is something that you need to nurture. And that is what Mr. Ambani also says. Thirdly, what Mr. Ambani says, I really like this. He says, don't try and be a hero. Just be good at your work. So what is he saying here? That if you are good in your work, you will automatically start getting attention. You will become icon. But if you try and run for attention, if you want people to look up to you, if you want to satisfy your ego, if you are demanding respect, then of course neither you are making any relationship or connect with those people, and neither you are good at your job, because you are demanding something after which you need not run. So like he said, don't try and be a hero. Just be good at what you do. And that should be your motto, that how you can be better than the best in what you do. Fourthly, what Mr. Ambani says, trust what comes out of heart. So he strongly suggests that one should do something that comes out of one's heart. So you should, whatever you do, you should feel good by doing what you do. If you are not feeling good, if you think you are just getting dragged, if you think you are just doing it meaninglessly, just for your family, but you are not enjoying it, then there can be two reasons for it. Either you are not doing that properly because you don't have interest in it, or you are not putting your 100%. If you are putting your 100%, then your heart is automatically going to start appreciating it and you will start liking it. So trust what comes out of heart is what he says. Fifth, another excellent point that he makes is trust everyone, but do not be dependent on them. Excellent point. You need to trust. but you cannot make anyone indispensable. You can't say अगर ये नहीं होगा तो मेरी कंपनी नहीं चलेगी या ये काम नहीं होगा. You need to trust everybody, but at the same time, don't get dependent on them. Don't think these are the only people who can do it. So what does it mean? That you should know always who is doing what, and you should have a backup for just in case if someone starts acting pricey or for some reason or the other leaves the organization or does not want to work with you or starts becoming uncooperative. That does not mean you say that I am on standstill, I am at tea and I cannot do anything. That's not a good idea. So what Mr. Ambani says is perfectly correct, that do not depend on anyone but trust everyone. Another excellent point that Mr. Ambani makes is taking risk is the best way to learn. And he's right. Why? Because whenever you take a risk, there is an element of doing something and trading into an uncharted territory. And when you enter an uncharted territory, उस territory में जहाँ पे uncertainty है, जहाँ पे आप कभी पहले नहीं गए हैं, तो आपने वहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारी चीजें सीखने को मिलेंगी, क्योंकि वहाँ पे आप बहुत गलतियां करेंगे. तो उससे आपको ये भी पता चलेगा that whatever planning that you had done when you were venturing into that uncharted territory, was that planning good? Was it 70% good? Was it 80% good? Was it 90% good? And if it was not good, then why was it not good? Even if you were 70% good, why did you fail? Or why did you not anticipate the balance 30%? These are the learnings which are going to take you forward in life. Therefore, learning always comes out from risk. So you need to have the courage, be fearless, and start stepping out from your comfort zone. And many people who are in comfort zone will not think they are in comfort zone. They tend to say, we are waiting for the right time. And that right time never comes because they are waiting for it to happen to them. The next point Mr. Mukesh Ambani says is, keep your energy on. You need to be energetic and you need to be consistently energetic. That's very important. And that can only be when your aspirations are high, when you have that creative side of you, that how do I do better than what I am already doing. It is like अगर आप एक ग्लास में एस्पिरिन डालते हैं तो आप देखते हैं कि वो एकदम से झाग सा बनता है और एकदम से पानी के अंदर बहुत कमोशन होता है, मॉलिक्यूल्स में बहुत कमोशन होता है, पर थोड़े टाइम बाद सेटल हो जाता है. एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस, कि अगर पानी में थोड़ा कमोशन हो, एनर्जी लेवल आए तो सही, पर उसके बाद कुछ महीनों बाद, कुछ सालों बाद, कुछ दिनों बाद, if it disappears, then obviously you have not been able to maintain and sustain your energy level. That means you have not been able to work on yourself. So it's a great point that you need to not only have energy, but you need to have consistency in your energy. The next point he makes is encourage people around you. And yes, you can see one of my videos, of the psychological videos, where I had said that it is 1:17, that if you, when you don't encourage people, how they feel, how they react, and how they become spoiled sports, and how their productivity level goes down. So the best medicine for anyone and everyone is that you need to encourage them. Give them a compliment. Even if you want to give them a critical feedback, a negative feedback, start that with a compliment. Tell them 7 things that the great that they are doing, and these are the scope of improvement that they have, rather than just blurting out at them. Never blurt. अपना अंदर का उबार है उसको एकदम कभी मत निकालिए. It does not help you. It does not help the other person. आपका दिल तो हल्का हो जाएगा, पर आपने जो घाव अगले आदमी को दिए हैं, वो घाव के साथ वो काफी महीने रह सकता है और वो जागेगा नहीं. उसका on the contrary, the productivity level may go down. So kindly keep that in mind when you are giving a negative feedback. That's why he says encourage people all the time. Another very important point he says is be alert about things around you. And he's right. You need to be alert. Your awareness level has to be high. I had made a video on 5 senses. So you have these 5 senses: eyes, ears, tongue, touch, and smell. So you need to be aware about what is happening around you, what is happening inside your organization, what is happening outside the organization, what is your competition is doing. Like you need to be consistent in your energy level. Similarly, you need to be alert like an owl all the time. You cannot let your mind sleep. You should have your people, if you are at a higher position, you should have your people around telling you what is happening on the ground. You also need to take the initiative of meeting the people right at the ground. You need to survey the market level. You need to have all kind of feedbacks, and any feedback that you get should be taken in an extremely positive manner and should not be taken as if somebody is trying to pull you down. Nobody is trying to pull you down, especially your clients. They don't want to pull you down. But I have seen a lot of times that if you look at a lot of organizations, be it your credit card organizations or some of the other organizations, they do not give you the chance to get in touch with you. They would give some email ID where the response would be after 10, 15, 20 days. So that should not be the case. You need to be alert. You need to read everything that comes your way and you need to take everything positively. And his last point was innovate for the future. Like you would have seen Reliance, they have already got into 5G, and it's not only about getting into 5G that many companies could have done, but an indigenous product, nothing coming from China. They have made the entire thing without having any component from China is what I would call a real innovation, wherein there's no dependency on anyone else, wherein they have self-created something, and that is what is innovation for the future. That you need to be 2 steps ahead of the world. You need to think 2 steps ahead. That is when you can innovate. So friends, these are the 10 lessons recently which came out from Mr. Mukesh Ambani, the business tycoon. And I would like you to play this video so that you can just revise these important aspects that one of the most successful Indian has given us. If you like this video, kindly share it far and wide. Thank you so much.